Dive bomb!
We need to catch up with the car ahead. He's around 5 seconds.
How's that a warning? I brushed him! He got a little tickle. Oh, the nostalgia. It comes flooding back. F1 2010. That's nasty. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. A very high effort video. This is F1 2010. We are back. It has been, I think, 4 years since I did an F1 2010 career mode. So I get my camera and microphone all set up. 4 years since I did the F1 2010 career mode series. For me, it felt like it was only yesterday, but today we are back. Not in the full sense, though. We're not going to do a career mode today. We're just going to do a little playthrough, a trip down memory lane. I've still got the F1 2019 career mode going at the moment. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see that, and plenty more racing game content. Let's press A. No, we do not want Windows Live bullcrap getting in the way. But yeah, this is where it all started for me. F1 2010, 9 years ago. Picking up the game and just playing it.
Welcome
Holy
to
crap.
Formula One. You must be looking forward to getting your first season underway. Could you please give us a few details for those watching at home? Could you please confirm your full name?
My name is Bob Marley. Bloody hell. Oh, surname. You want that too? Why not? Cool.
And what do you prefer to be called?
Female names. Brittany. Call me... Is there a Benjamin equivalent for... is there a girl name equivalent for Ben? Let's go Brittany. Why not?
Being new to the majority of those watching, would you mind telling us where you're from?
I'm currently living in the UK, but I'm from Australia. I've done like the literal F1 driver path to Europe. Okay. Australia.
Thanks. So what kind of challenge are you looking for, and how many seasons are you expecting?
3 seasons.
Okay,
Let's
one
go.
last question. As there's been so much speculation, can you please confirm which team you'll be driving for next season?
I love this whole setup. Like, you're in the press room. That guy looks like James Bond on the right there. Daniel Craig has aged a little bit since the movies. What? Let's choose the team. What have we got? We got Force India, who aren't Racing Point these days. Williams, who are somewhat competitive these days. BMW, Sauber, Ferrari. That's a mouthful. That's a whole different bunch of manufacturers in one. Toro Rosso, powered by Ferrari. We got HRT, driven by Karun Chandok and Pedro de la Rosa, I think, back then. And we've got Lotus, and we've got Virgin. I'm going to go Virgin because I think if I do another F1 2010 career mode, I won't go with these guys because I think I already drove with them. So why not?
Thanks for your time. We look forward to seeing you on the grid in Bahrain.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I can't believe it. This is literally where it all started. League racing, getting myself into the world of F1. Welcome to Virgin Cosworth. You know, and where I met like so many people like X-Matty G, and I got so many memories from this game. Like, this is where it all started. Like, sorry if I keep repeating myself. We've got the panic vibes, the music, the graphics. It looks so good for a game from 2010. Oh, hello.
Welcome to your new team. I'm Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. I never knew her name, but now I do.
Your affairs, as well as keeping you up to date with what's going on in the world of Formula One.
You even had a salary back then. Jesus.
And if you select
F1 2010 is the best career mode experience we've had. Alright, so here we are. We've got free reign of the F1 paddock here in Sakir. This is so cool. It's so immersive. You can literally, like, we can go walk outside, even though we can't physically walk. My camera battery's about to die, so goodbye, Ben, from now. Multiplayer. Can we go online? No, I can't. I'm not signed in. No, I don't want that. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Back. My F1. What are we doing? Like, so cool. You got, like, the little press pen here. You can walk through into the garages over there. Not really, but if you were doing this in real life, you could. I think the only thing we can do is career mode, so let's have a little go at this. Let me know. I want to do this as an actual career mode, and I want my saves to go through. So if you know how to make Windows Live games work for PC, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to have to buy a console and do this that way. I'd prefer not to do that, but I have little choice. Australia helmet has to go on. Let's just quickly go through and see them all. I actually love all of the helmet designs in here. They look so sick, so clean. Colors are just popping. They just got it right with this game. Codemasters, it is a brilliant game you've made. But let's get into some gameplay at Sakir. The first race of career mode. Let's see how terrible we are at this game. That's just perfect.
I'm Rob, your race engineer. I'll be your point of contact whenever you're in the garage or out on track. Let me show you around.
Alright, what do we got here? Practice. Only one practice session. This is before they implemented multiple race weekend sessions, I think. 24 cars on the grid, so we're going to be quite congested in this race on the run into turn 1. Right here, we've got Jeff. That is actual Jeff. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he goes on to be the main engineer in the game. We've got old... I've forgotten the engineer's name. That's the actual engineer up there. In front of me, I'm guessing, is Lee Mather. Oh, we can't even spectate people on circuit. My teammate's already gone. Those blokes are all fanning about at the back of the garage. So, let's go out there and do something. Let's drive out.
Fire up the engine.
Oh, it's Lee Mather. Hello. Lee makes the game, by the way. Lead handling. No. Creative director of the F1 games.
Limiter off.
And away we go. Onto the circuit. I literally don't feel like I'm controlling the car, but I am somehow. How do I change? Okay, here we go. Here we go. F1 2010. It's been 4 years, but we are back. This car feels quite weird. Oh, there's some physics for you. Oh, I remember as well, like the all the curbs are auto spin. You can actually lose a bit of front wing damage by touching these bollards as well. Full damage is on. I've turned off all the assists to make it just as brutal as what it was back then. I never actually raced with no assists. AOR, at least on the Xbox side, was done with assists on. It was the PS4 guys who were hardcore back in the day, and then we eventually made the switch for F1 2011. And then for me, that's when I got the wheel out. But for me, this was the pad game. And oh my goodness, am I struggling? Oh, we can change the front wing angle from minus to plus. You can do that 2 times over the course of a lap. I remember that from back in the day. No brake bias changes, no fuel mix changes, at least not in this car. I think you actually had to unlock engine mapping as an upgrade at some point in the season. Absolutely mental. I don't even know how the upgrade system worked. I think the first driver would get it first one race, and then you get it the next race if you were second driver. Alright. Super sweaty esports tactics already. I'm going through every corner in third gear, because back in the day there would be a big like throttle delay. There would be a cut with the engine every gear shift, so it would actually be faster if you would just leave it in third gear, sometimes fourth gear through the majority of corners. We lose the back end. This is the old layout of Bahrain, by the way, as well, which is longer, 2-minute plus lap time. Throw it in here before we rejoin onto for some familiar territory once again. This is not going to be a good return to F1 2010 for me. We're going to be back markers, and that's actually a horrible thing because the AI on this game are woeful. That's not corner cutting. That's track exploration. Track limits, not corner cutting. Alright, I think we've had enough practice. Let's go to qualifying, shall we?
That repair cost us some time.
That repair cost us some time. This is absolutely disgraceful. 2010. I thought the field was much closer than this. So Mark Webber tops practice 1. The slowest car is my teammate, 6.9 seconds off the pace. That is not within 107%. Oh my goodness, are we slow.
The car setup screen lets you tune the car's settings. Alternatively, you can come and see me, and I'll set up the car based on your requirements.
Look away, children, and look away, league races. I am about to do the ultimate hacks of setups. 1 rear spring. AOR, ARL, people remember that. People would shun you for running certain setups. It was quite mad. Let's take the downforce off. I think it was, this is back in the days of like 3-1 wings, 4-1 wings. The rest, I don't exactly know. I think having a front ballast back in the day was good. I think. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave the suspension, the other bits where it is. With this, I think higher gears is better. And then going down low. I don't exactly remember too much. Matt. Matt back in the day was an expert on setup. Sometimes you could run like a 6-gear gearbox. So you make the gears really tall at the high end. And then make 6th gear pretty tall as well. And then 7th gear, you just wouldn't use it. And it was pretty fast back in the day. Yeah, minimizing the amount of gear shifts. It was bloody sweaty back then. Yeah. How times have changed.
Okay, guys, let's get these changes made ASAP.
ASAP. Matt now has absolutely no idea what he's doing on the F1 games. Just like me. That should have been a corner cut. Why does the car react that badly? Jeez. I feel like I'm driving a minivan. The suspension is that soft. It's just, yeah, there's so much pitch and roll in this car. It's a joke. Let's see if we can do the esports line into here. No such thing as esports in 2010. Probably in any form of competition. Was esports a word back then? No, it probably was. I'm just joking. Anyway, this part of Bahrain is pretty familiar. Nice flow through here. I want you guys, after this video is done, to look up my very first video. It was just F1 2010 Bahrain hot lap. My very first F1 video. You'll see the progression of Tiametmarduk. It was a laptop pointed at a screen. You could barely hear the game. You could barely see what was going on.
That's put you into 7.
That'd be my teammate.
Come on, push it that little bit harder.
2 seconds clear of my teammate. That's insane. Yeah, very first video. It was absolute trash. No commentary, no nothing. It was just a random sweaty lap. And that's how it all started. Good. I'm really glad that the flashbacks can't go back more than 5 seconds. Oh, Nico! What are you doing, fella? It's a bit dumb. How do I get photo mode up? I can't switch cars, I can't switch camera angles, I can't do nothing. But I'm just gonna line this up here for a nice thumbnail, I guess. Oh, bye, Nico.
We're out qualifying, Lucas. Keep it up.
Thanks, Chief. Where are we?
Your first
P13.
sector time is good. You're dropping off dramatically in the last 2 sectors, though.
Oh, and back on this game, you could never see Sector 3 splits for the life of you. So that's wonderful. A 10th off in Sector 1, as opposed to Lewis Hamilton, who was on bloody pole position. Middle sector, though, 2 seconds off there, and then we're probably another 2.5 off in Sector 3. Yeah. And that's not bad for a backmarket car, and with no bloody engine mixers to play with. We're ahead of 6 cars, 7 cars, more cars, nearly 10. My math sucks. This is why the AI is so bad on this game. Like, I've not played it in 4 years. I put together a half okay lap on the hardest difficulty with no assists on the pad, and I'm not last. I'm massively outperforming. I reckon I could get in the 1 minute bracket, 1:59. I reckon I can do it.
I'll get the guys to change the tyres for you.
I'll get the guys to change the tires for you. That's pretty much flat if I have the confidence to do that. So I will know that for the rest of the race. Let's put the front wing angle up. Be extra sweaty through the middle sector. Get that extra front downforce. And then we'll take it off as we get to the third sector. Hopefully that'll shave about 2.5 seconds off for us. Oh, we're up by 0.5 tenth. Get in there, Lewis. Peter Bonington was just a baby back then. I haven't even... Oh, that's my first hint of a lockup. I was just going to mention that. Game pretty forgiving on the old lockups here. Wing angle down. Let's gain that extra 3 seconds of straight line speed, shall we? Esports line. We are ahead of the curve here on F1 2010. No one can match us. No such thing as strict corner cutting rules back then, although strict exploration limits they have for running wide. That's a thing. 1.3 seconds up. Please don't take this lap off me. If we can get this, we'll be inside the top 10 for sure. We're on the bubble of getting a 159 here. Attack the final corner. I remember my exit last time was atrocious. We mashed down the throttle this time with no repercussions of wheel spin. Up to the line. 159.4 and we're P8. We're sandwiched in between two world champions of Alonso and Michael Schumacher. And we're in a virgin. This game is trash. What do you have to say about that, Andy Knight?
We've been shunted down to 9th place.
We've been shunted, yes. Yes, we've been punted down. Wonderful. We've got no tyres left. Could venture out on the primes, but I feel like that'd be a lost crusade. I think P9. Let's hopefully settle for that and hope that... Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Andy. And let's hope that the AI super fast time simulation glitch doesn't exist 9 years ago, and we should be able to hold on to our current position.
You've achieved all of the goals set for you this session. The boss is pretty pleased with you right now.
You're darn right he's pleased.
You've made it into 10th place on the grid.
1 minute 59.496. Now, if you guys didn't know any better about the layout, you would think that that is the slowest lap ever of Bahrain. We've done it. We're in the top 10. In a virgin. Our teammate is 4 seconds slower than us. No biggie. Is there like no Parc Fermé? Yeah, we can change the setup. When did Parc Fermé become a thing? I swear it was a part of the sport at this point. Oh, I forgot about brake pressure. Oh, I think we put it towards the front on this game. It's hard to remember. Do we go? No, I'm going to go medium pressure because I'm not really locking up at this stage. I think high might put that at risk. Otherwise, I think I'm pretty happy with the setup. We're massively outperforming. If the AI are as garbage as what I remember them to be, we should be able to cut through the pack. Even still from our elevated... Even still from our elevated position of P10. So, alright, let's go to the grid. My teammate, he's not going to have a great day today. Let's be honest. That we are going to be gunning for the win. Let's do this.
Get the car off the jacks and start the engine. Let's get the car on the track.
My engineer decides when the race starts, by the way. Hey Lee, how you doing? He actually looks older then than what he does now. Boom, boom. These were sick, by the way. Ah, yes. That's so cool.
Your first race. Don't expect to finish at the top of the order. Just try to pick up a few places and get a feel for how the car drives. Good luck, and more importantly, have fun out there.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I got no warning that the race was starting! There was no lights. There was no, like, I didn't hear anyone else's engines go. Everyone just left, and that's how we start Formula 1 races, is it? Bloody hell. Okay, I forgot that, yeah, there's no manual starts. You just go, and everyone just... Wow, we've been left for dead at the Bahrain Grand Prix. I completely, like, drew a blank there. Nothing off the line. We're down to P18. We need to fight back and get these positions that we've lost in the early stages. It's not, Wow, I was just gathering my thoughts and thinking about what I was going to say for the start of the race, and everyone was already in third gear by then. Madness! But here we go, we're carving our way back through the field. That's already a warning. How is that a warning? I lost time going through there. Jeff, are you nuts? Let's see, what do you got? Let's go around the outside. The AI are garbage.
Massa's the race leader.
And Massa's got his way into the lead. Did Hamilton, like, forget there was a race start as well? don't know. But yeah, this place has many memories for me. My very, very first race I ever did on F1. Never owned an F1 game before F1 2010. My league racing career started off here in AOR. Got up at 5 AM. Very first race, it was middle of winter in Australia. I was freezing my nuts off and I collided with someone at turn 1 and lost my front wing, and that I never got in the race from there. I think I ended up finishing in P10, which you might say is a great result, but there was only like 10, 11, 12 people at most in an online session back then. Yes, lobbies of 12 was the maximum you could get. You could only have one person in each car. You couldn't have teammates. That wasn't a thing until like, maybe 2011. I think even in 2011 you could only have 16 cars on the field. Oh. Yeah. It's really easy to look back on the old F1 games with rose-tinted glasses. And bear in mind, I still do. But there were many things about these games that were flawed and just didn't make sense at the time. But I've got to say, the raw game and just the way it made me feel back in the day, I'm yet to feel that way. I'm yet to feel like a kid in a candy store. I wish I wasn't. Yeah, I just wish I could go back to these times and just enjoy it a bit more. I wish I started making videos a lot earlier, because this is a brilliant game. Anyway, I'm rambling. Side by side for Rosberg and the Utsi. I don't want to get wiped out here. They just give me the inside and I'll take that. AI are horrible. I'm horrible. We're all horrible. Flashback. I just don't know. Once the tires start to go off, there's not enough. There's no grip anyway as it is. Let alone when your tires go off. Have a warning. I don't want to take a flashback, so I'll just accept that. I feel like there'll be many points. I feel like there'll be many points in the Grand Prix where I just spin out. And I want to save the flashbacks for then. Ah! There's no warning! It just snaps. Like a Haas F1 car. Here we go into the pit lane. I had to manually slow down, by the way. I think I've sped. I don't know if I've sped or not, but we're in. You have to manually slow down for the box as well, so hopefully I get that right. Let's just slow down right now. You have to slow down while he's still in the fast lane, which makes no sense. But here we go. Back out onto the circuit. Get me going, boys. Come on, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's a race. Oh, give up. I give up. 14-second pit stop.
Don't forget to turn the limiter off.
I thought they patched that 10 years ago. You've crossed the pit line as well.
Won't be at optimal grip until they're warm.
Bloody Force India. Submitting Stewart's inquiries for Renault to get disqualified. I'm going to disqualify you for crossing the pit line like that. We're last. I am furious. We have been robbed of victory. Certain victory today in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Charlie Whiting has started the race without my knowledge. Jeff has held me in the pit lane for all of about half a minute. And now this. Dive bomb!
We need to catch up with the car ahead. He's around 5 seconds.
How's that a warning? I brushed him. He got a little tickle. Stewards don't like me today. They obviously know I'm cheating. Are you pitting or are you not? You've already crossed the pit line once. Here's my teammate. Do we go for the dive bomb of the century? You bet we do. And it has not worked. It has not worked.
Roger that. The pit crew will be ready for you this lap.
It's just not worked. And then the spin at the end. That was pretty dramatic. Can we... I think we can save this, but this is our last flashback of the race. So I can't afford any mistakes from here. In before I bin it at this corner.
Careful when you overtake. The last thing we need is for you to damage the car.
Shut up, Andy. No one ever liked you. It's actually shocking how slow these back markers are. Like they're Formula 2 cars. Around the outside.
That's 22nd place. You've moved up to 22nd.
Wonderful. Still got 4 laps left in this race. This race feels like it's going on forever. The longest 10 laps of my life.
Senna's approximately 5 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, not anymore, he isn't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that Karun Chandok from Sky F1? Karun! Karun, let me race you! Karun! We got him! We are better than Karun Chandok! I can't believe it! Oh, around the outside of Hulkenberg. Oh, that's naughty. P17.
Come on, you can take this guy easily.
You can take this guy easily. He's not running the esports line. Oh, come on, no wonder you're a back marker. Look at the line you took through the last corner. Disgusting. I don't even have engine modes and I'm faster than you. Oh no, Jeff. Andy, I'm sorry. P15, can we outbrake Kovalainen? Yes, we can. I actually remember this handling model to be a lot worse than what it was! Sorry, headphone users. I remember this handling model to be a lot worse than what it was. I thought it was going to be stiff as a board, like it was with F1 2006. This has got a bit more play in it, a bit more sponge. You can actually feel, or you can visually see every single bump that you run over.
We're 4 places above our expected end position. You're doing great.
The suspension looks so soft, it's a joke. It's a very understeery handling model still, but yeah, not quite as bad as what I remember it to be. It's no F1 2019. There's no Dave Greco here in this game, but first time it's decent. I think it's somewhat slightly better than 2006, even though made by completely 2 different companies. Oh, someone's just come out of the pit lane. Who the hell are you? Alonso in a Ferrari is right in front of me. Right, let's have this guy for chips. Wonder if he's doing a 2-stop in a 20% race. Fernando, you're terrible. You do not belong in that. So he's on option tyres as well. Oh my goodness, that is horrendous. That just proves that we could have won this Grand Prix. If we got off to the ideal start, we don't have the stupid spins that we had. Jenson Button is up next. Reigning world champion from 2009. Ah, it's all happening. We could get points yet. We could get points. My word, it is a miracle. I don't know what the right word is. I don't know how I did not win the championship in the F1 2010 career mode. Bear in mind, I was in a Virgin in this car. Consistency obviously wasn't there, but I had the means to do it. Why didn't I do it? Next time around, we won't stuff around so much. Oh! Oh dear. That's scary. That is very scary. Here comes Alonso. Slipstream. No DRS. No Kers even back then.
Lost the position. Keep on his tail, trying to take it back.
This was the year where Alonso could have won the title in 2010, but he couldn't overtake those bloody Renaults. Let's see if we can overtake him though. We've got no straight line speed. We've got no engine mixes. He does. Absolute cheat. We're revving out maximum in 7th gear. We have to do this in the corners. That's where our advantage lies up against this guy. I was hoping to be battling for some points, but those couple of back-end losses have really set me back. Last up of the Grand Prix now, and we're fighting with a former world champion in Fernando Alonso. Ah! A little bit of poo came out. I'm just gonna hug the inside because they just love going the other way. I'm not really great in the 2nd and 3rd sector, so
6 places ahead of where we thought we'd finish. You're doing well. Keep it up.
Thank you. It's just what I needed in the middle of a twisty bit. Not really great in the second and third sector, so I don't know if we're going to have any response to Button and Petrov here. Is it Petrov? I don't know. It might even be Kubica. But I'll see what I can do. We're going to dig deep here and see if we can get some points in this Virgin. Tyre wear isn't great at this stage. Even the hard compound, the primes, as they call them, are starting to go off at this phase of the race. Button around the outside of Kubica into the triple left-hander. Don't mind if he does. Come on, boys. Squabble a bit more. I'm going to go extra sweaty. We'll put the front wing up to give us extra turn in through these next couple of corners. Lewis Hamilton has won the Grand Prix. Big shock horror. We're going to revert to cutting corners now to get involved. 2 corners left. And listen to that V10 scream. V10? V8 scream. Don't know where that came from. Front wing down. This is going to have to take the dive bomb of all dive bombs to get this done. And it won't be enough. It's going to be P12 in the Bahrain Grand Prix on our debut for Virgin Racing. I think we've done the team proud. What a way to start. What's Andy going to say? Give it to me.
That's 12. Just 2 places outside the points. Well done.
I thought he'd be happier than that. I really did. It was a great effort. We had some moments there. We didn't get off to the start that we wanted. Otherwise, I think we would have been well entrenched in the points. I reckon, okay, maybe the win would have been a bit unrealistic, but Nico Rosberg is 22 seconds off the lead. If I do the race again, now that I'm more warmed up, I could probably have beaten him. Maybe. There we go. That is F1 2010. I don't know how to hide the camera. I think it just goes away on its own, so we're just going to do that. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more racing game content. I want to do more F1 more classic F1 game stuff. That camera shake is violent. So F1 2011, F1 2012. My camera's just died. So yeah, as my camera just died. Apologies about that. But yeah, I want to do more classic F1 games. F1 2011, 2012, all of the ranks up until probably like, I don't know, I might stop at F1 2014. There's F1 Race Stars as well. I want to try all these classic F1 games. I might even do F1 2006, but that might, well, it definitely will require me having to buy a PlayStation 3 again. So stay tuned, and we'll try out some of the classics, and also venture into some of the ones which I didn't do, like F1 99 to 2002. There's a few other ones in there as well, so stay tuned to the channel. Leave your favorite F1 game in the comments maybe, and perhaps I'll do that one next. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, I'll see you next time. I'm gonna say, F1 games have come a long way from here, or from here to here.
Brittany, come and chat.
What? Did I hear Crofty's voice? I can hear Crofty, but I can't see him. What are you lot doing?
Brittany, come and chat.
You are not David Croft. Ooh, juicy setup, Goss. Let's have a look at that. Come on, come on.
Brittany, come and chat.
What did you call me? Come on, give me those juicy slip angles that my teammate is using. What about those suspension settings? Is he using 1 on the suspension stiffness?
Brittany, come and chat.
Fine.
What are your hopes and aspirations for the current season? And do you have any personal objectives that you want to achieve?
I want to win the darn championship. How about that?
Now, bringing the car home was your main objective for this race, and you succeeded in doing that. So are the team happy with how the weekend has gone?
Mate, they'd be absolutely ecstatic. They did not think I'd be battling world champions, I'll put it that way. Yes? Yes? What do you want? Nothing. Okay, of course. Right, well, I'm out of here. This whole universe is about to explode and never exist again after I leave this caravan. So, Josephine, is that your name? I don't know. If you have anything, Gabrielle, if you have anything to say before you vanish into non-existence, please say it now. That's what I thought.